Yo, this is Bryant Perez. I am doing the takeover right now, today, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Joker TV. I'll catch you there.
I'm Bryant Perez.
And I'm Liva Loops. And I want my Joker TV.
Hold up. Bryant Perez
Remix.
Come on and watch with me, Joker TV. Never know just what you see on Joker TV. Weirdness from all around, down from the underground. Add some toys, good music, videos, and what you see is Joker TV.
Welcome to the show!
Alfred, pull schematics on Sionis Industries steel mill. Joker's taken Sionis there. He's going to kill him.
Shouldn't you think about letting the police handle this one, sir?
Not a chance. He's mine.
You think that's all I got? Deathstroke, get rid of this bat.
Hello, Mr. Wayne. I need you to come with me.
Oh, welcome one, welcome all to a very special Bryant Perez takeover on Joker TV. It is so good to be here. I've been so hyped. Now, you just watched The Batman. That was by my good friend and homie X64 Graphics. He will be coming on a little bit later on the show with some content again. Y'all keep an eye out for him. He's been heavily involved with a lot of our projects that we got going on. On the show, do you like zombies? Because I love zombies. We have a lot of zombie-related material later on in the show. Super hyped about that, which kind of segues into an interview. Maybe I'm an interviewee this show. There's just so many things we got planned for y'all. I really hope you guys liked all the intro. Now I'm very hyped. Something I'm debuting is the newest music video, the first song with Libba Loops off our co-album. It's the first single, Go All Night. It's out right now on my YouTube. Some of y'all have checked it out already. Appreciate that. We're going to be showing it here on the show as well. Now, if you're in Atlanta right now, stay on your Joker Joker TV and head over to Star Bar, because Steve Houston, which you've seen him co-host, you've seen him here, part of Undus Mundus, he is playing at the Star Bar. So get your Joker Joker TV on your phone, watch the show if you're in Atlanta, all right? Now, there is some more behind the scenes, like I said, involving zombies. Look at that. Look at these. Thank you. What's her name again? Diane? I forget her name. Leanne? Eileen. Thank you, Eileen. But yeah, check it out there. Undus Mundus, Def Condors, Victory Hands, Star Bar, Thursday, today, January 4th. So again, Joker Joker TV, Star Bar, Undus Mundus, Steve Houston, Bryant Perez, Takeover, Joker Joker TV, baby. So now we'll go ahead and kind of hop into something else here. There is someone that I am interviewing today. They have been in Zombieland. They have a lot of things that they've done. There are a lot of things that they're doing. You know, we got a lot of fun surprises. So coming up next, it's actually my first music video. The experience that I had there was something that was truly amazing. Shout out to CM Williams. Shout out to my brother who was there as the body double. See if you can notice that. Sporting the UVs. Shout out to Tatiana, makeup artist. Everyone that was involved in that was something that was absolutely memorable. So yeah, got some things going on. So we'll go ahead and go right into it, right? You're watching Joker Joker TV, and this is Javelin.
Yeah, you didn't know, I need to go. Gotta lay low like the master halo. Never been the same, painted as you will. Been a guy to devil, and still I try to learn from the mistakes. There's a lot of hate, I anticipate a broken, frozen state. Everything happening, unraveling. Most of this life has been battling, but the quest remains the same. Become the best, blow out your brains, leave nothing left. No remains, the heart's adrift, and I'm insane. That's simple and plain, pricked up the brain, but nothing is there anymore. Do you get the metaphors, me and more? Bodies moving in and out of the door, though all feelings are hybrid and ignored. How I even the score, rush is what I adore. How about get past the door, go to a new place and see what's in store. Have it back on all fours, always reaching for more. Time to hop in my spaceship and get up off of the floor.
I don't know where I'm going, only where I've been. Searching high and low, marks on map, I'm traveling. Find my way, fly high, call me Javelin. Don't wait up too long, one day I'll be back again. I don't know where I'm going, only where I've been. Searching high and low, marks on map, I'm traveling. Find my way, fly high, call me Javelin. Don't wait up too long, one day I'll be back again.
Enough with the antics, leaving a trail full of addicts. Finding it hard to sift through all the static. Always back at it, up to a point where I might just do something dramatic and drastic. But I am not done, I have begun. Going away past the death of the sun. So on the run, venom on the tongue, and the bell has been rung. Who will I fight? Where will I be? Demons in sight. Who will I see? Where will I go? Why do I breathe? Demons in sight, what is beneath? Tearing apart at the seams, spun atop of the dwindling dreams. Schemes got me bugging and tripping. Gotta go now, so I'm skipping onto a new place, onto a new face. Got me a new taste. So this is where we part ways. Grab me a blunt and just blaze, like the mouse in the maze, with no way to escape. Done with playing safe. Only way to live truly is to raise all the stakes. How I even the score, rush is what I adore. How about get past the door, go to a new place and see what's in store. Have a back on all fours, always reaching for more. Time to hop in my spaceship and get up off of the floor.
I don't know where I'm going, only where I've been. Searching high and low, marks on map, I'm traveling. Find my way, fly high, call me Javelin. Don't wait up too long, one day I'll be back again. I don't know where I'm going, only where I've been. Searching high and low, marks on map, I'm traveling. Find my way, fly high, call me Javelin. Don't wait up too long, one day I'll be back again.
clinic, walk until you comatose, and we get the ones that kill it. I was happy then, I had my best friend by my side. But in life sometimes good things are made, sometimes you die. I spoke my truth, but it's no use, now it's goodbye. Damn. Just sitting here wondering why, where did it go? Memories flow like waterfall cascading, and so I gotta let go. You reap what you sow, we're moving on wherever next the wind blows. Who knows, maybe these paths will cross and intertwine again. Looking back to when these times were good and I was happy then.
I was happy then, but I didn't know it. I was happy then, but I didn't know it. I was happy then, but I didn't know it. I was happy then, but I didn't know it.
I'm having a good time, guys. So that last video was Happy Then. That was featuring Libba Loops. Shout out to X64 Graphics being involved. Matt House, Victor, you know, Scott with Goodwood Sound, Red Tuxedo Mastering, excuse me. All those people that are involved with the project. Major shout out to everybody. See everybody in the live chat, Rebecca, Jennifer, Joseph, everyone, Avi, I think. Shout out to everybody supporting, having a good time, rocking with us. Before that was actually Libba Loops Thanks with Matt House in it, and I absolutely love that video. I think we should do a remix. I believe we may have discussed it. Maybe I'm giving too much away, but she's coming out with a lot of good stuff. She's got a lot of tracks she's going to be throwing out. Hopefully, I believe, maybe this year, early next year, who knows. She's just all over the place right now. I love it. There was an ad there for Star Bar again, January 4th. Again, if you are in Atlanta right now, you need to be having your Joker TV on your phone, your tablet, whatever, and then you need to be rocking at Star Bar. There it is again. Yeah, blow it up for me. Tinnitus, Def Condors, Victory Hands, which, by the way, they need to throw a hip-hop show because I got to get in on that. I've always loved Star Bar. The location's beautiful. I got to get in on that. So whoever's rocking that booking, we'll find you. We'll find you. All right. And then again, of course, we had Javelin. You know, that was the first music video. That was an amazing experience. Taking some martial arts, you know, fighting oneself. It was the first song that I ever had done professionally. You know, wrote it, made it. Then the boys at Goodwood Sound and Red Tuxedo Mastering with the mixing and mastering. So now, we were gonna be structured a certain way right now, but I'm excited, guys. Okay, so let's just go ahead and kind of switch things up right now. We might just jump into an interview. I don't know. You guys like Zombieland? There was someone that was in it. I mean, that rocked that. And now I'm looking, and they've been doing. They had even stuff. You know what? Let's just go ahead and do it right now. Can we bring him in, please? Anyone?
Oh, snap.
Let him know your name, bro. Let him know your name.
What's up, people? This is Nate Ball, y'all, here on JOKERJOKErtv. Yeah. What's up?
Nate Ball, y'all, they say. Mm-hmm. It is an honor, man. It's a pleasure. I've been looking. So first thing that popped out, obviously, and we can get that out the way, because, I mean, it's really... It's a thing that you've done, but you've been doing so much more too. You know, but you were in Zombieland. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, man. So it's pretty cool. Mux brought up the other day that it's about to be the 15th year anniversary, which makes me start feeling kind of old.
It makes me feel really bad. So that makes me feel really bad.
Like,
15 years ago,
it can't be that far. And so it is. It came out in 2009. So it was just cool, man. It was one of those little projects like beforehand. They, you know, you never know how popular something's going to be like that, you know?
Hold on. I'm hearing here now. I think we got a clip.
Oh, snap.
Can we run that clip?
Okay.
Let's check out that clip.
Cool, man. Throw it up there.
And why am I alive when everyone around me has turned to meat? It's because of my list of rules. Rule number 1 for surviving Zombieland: cardio. When the virus struck, for obvious reasons, the first ones to go were the fatties. Poor fat bastard.
Woo!
That's still pretty fun to watch.
Fire. I mean, that movie was such a like. I love zombies, which
Right.
in fact, you know, I shot and was part of, you know, my first metal song, and it's a zombie video, and like we'll talk about that down the road. But man, I love zombies, so like.
Yeah.
When Mux was telling me that, hey, you know, this guy was in Zombieland, I'm like, I gotta know.
Yeah.
Tell me the story, bro. Tell
Okay,
me.
so that's actually one of my jokes that I tell when I'm doing stand-up, actually, because it's the total truth. Like, when I got the call to audition for the movie, they were like, hey, they want a fat guy to get killed. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, cool. I could probably pull that off, you know? So when I showed up to the audition, there's like 9 or 10 other dudes, just perfect examples of like the prime male specimens, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some bigger than me, a little smaller, taller, but you know, you come into this and you're just like, shit, there's just some competition. You know what I'm saying? So it's like going into the big leagues, you know what I mean?
Big
There's
boys.
triple XL.
Yeah.
And so so I'm like, what's going to differentiate me from these guys? How am I going to be the best, fattest guy?
Yeah.
You know?
How are you gonna stand
Yeah,
out?
and how I'm going to stand out. And what actually helped me, and this actually really stand out, when my scene partner, he was a super nice guy, this big dude, about 6'4", Jack Diesel black guy named Brian. He was really nice. He comes in and he's like, man, I'm looking forward to doing this scene with you. I'm like, cool, man. It's really nice to meet you. And he had a giant dick, right?
Oh.
And so I'm looking down and I'm like, do you see this? Like, am I tripping? What's going on? And so when you're in this room too, there's the director. Then behind you, there's a table full of people, like just analyzing everything.
Yeah.
There's like 1 or 2 cameras up, people recording you. There's like assistants sitting in the back. There's like this dude's with a white glove. He's holding up a hot dog, and I'm like, what the fuck is that hot dog about? You know what I mean?
Is he just the designated hot dog holder?
Yeah, I know, it's weird. It comes back into play, but and that's one of the things. So then I get distracted because I'm hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then, so the director explains what's going to go on this scene. There's 2 different takes. He's going to kind of like catch me, tackle me, throw me down, and then he's going to mount me and he's going to rip my throat out.
The
and
scene,
so
the
then
scene.
I'm thinking about this dude's massive wang. Then I'm looking at the director. I'm like, hold on, what did you just say? He's like, yeah, Brian's going to mount you. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can we talk about this? Can we discuss the scene? You know, can we, like, do I have any input here? And obviously it's no. And he's like, action.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So he grabs me, he throws me down, he throws me on the ground. I'm literally like, I felt like I broke some ribs. And I'm like, you know, and the director's like, great job, good acting, you know. I'm like, oh, cool. You know, like, for real, this is acting, you know?
Yeah.
And so then comes the part where he's like, all right, so now for the next part, roll over on your back. And I'm like, roll over. And like, he's like, all right, now, and you know, you're on your back, like on the middle of this room and like all these people watching. It's a vulnerable situation.
Oh
right?
man, yeah.
So,
Everybody's watching, the whole crew, everyone, even the hot dog holder.
yeah, dude. And I'm still eyeing this hot dog like, what is going on here?
I want that.
And so then the director's like, all right, Brian, well, I want you to mount Nathan. And then so he kind of gets to my side and he's like trying to like bite my neck some, you know, and I'm like, and, you know, and the director's like, no, I want you to like mount him, like get on him, straddle him, you know. And so then also in the behind me, there's this dude, he's got on a headset, like a production assistant. He hasn't done anything the whole time, and he's just like, all right, we're getting ready for the mount. Bring in some towels.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I'm like, towels. Why do we need towels? And then all the people behind me are like, mount him.
Oh my God, they started
And I'm like, what the fuck? And so then he gets on me, and dude, I felt that Magnum dong. It's just rubbing all against me. So I'm trying to fight him off. He's super strong. He's like a collegiate athlete. So my ass is not fighting him off. So I'm just screaming. I'm yelling. I'm thinking about this. He's biting and licking my neck, right? And then it got a little weird. So I got a hard on. It was impromptu, you know what I mean? And so then the director's like, what's going on here? And I'm like, I don't know, rigor mortis? He's like, you're not dead yet, man. And I'm like, shit, dude, I'm method. You know? And so then, you know, they gets the scene and the guy's like, great job, great acting. And I'm like, seriously trying not to cry.
Oh my God.
And then Brian like reaches down to pick me up, and he's like, He's like, picks me up. He's like, dude, great job working with you, man. You know, and I was just like, I can't even look him in the eye. You know what I'm saying? I've just been like Me Too'd in front of 20 people on purpose.
Oh,
like,
goodness.
I volunteered for this.
Trauma.
On camera, too, so it's documented. You know what
Absolute
I mean?
trauma.
So then I kind of walk out of the room, and then the guy's like, hey, man, you want your hot dog? And I looked at it, and at that point, I was like, nah, I don't want a hot dog, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had some pizza, like, we could work on that, but not a hot dog, you know?
My goodness.
So, and it was pretty funny. I mean, literally, so I come out there, and then, you know, like, what's crazy, too, is, like, when you're sitting in the outside the room, you're doing all these scenes right through a door. So you hear what's going on in front of you, but you don't, I mean, before you, but you don't see it. So when you hear these noises and all this shit, and you have no idea what's going on, sounds like somebody's getting tortured or something's going on.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, you're next. And you're like, what the fuck? The guy comes out. So everybody's watching me, and I'm coming out, and I'm just like crying and ashamed. And I'm like,
because you just got battered.
Don't go in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was cool. It was like about a week or so later, my agent calls me and she's like, you got the part. Wow. I was like, for real? That's so awesome. You know, that was really cool. And it was one of those things too, like I didn't know they were going to like make me run across a whole football field for a half a day and get tackled something like 40 times.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so excruciating. I got beat up. There was a part where the medic stopped them from filming to give me and the dude oxygen. He's like, look, y'all's lips are blue.
Oh,
you know? So,
that was major work.
I remember I just like laid on the ground, taking oxygen. They're like, we got like 2 more setups. And we're like, oh, fuck. And they were, because when it started, they're like, we're going to make you run like 20 yards. And they have golf carts and all this stuff. And they got to film me close. They got to film that dude close. They got to film him over the shoulder.
Every angle, yeah.
So they're like, we're going to go about 20 yards a take. And I'm like, all right, I'm stretching and stuff. Well, then it's like 40 yards. And then all of a sudden, literally, it's half the football field every time, like 40 times, dude. Like, literally, I don't know how I did not have a fucking heart attack that day. And then at least 10 or 12 of those was with a pretty hard tackle. So, I mean, and it's on a football field. There was no pads. There's no movie magic with that shit. Yeah. It hurt. You know what I'm saying? And even though he's kind of holding back, if a man runs into you at full speed and you fall to the ground, it just doesn't feel good. You know?
Actor and body double.
Like, yeah, exactly. So I wasn't at that level. You know, they didn't have a stunt guy that just looked super great. So they're like, you're also your stunt guy.
You are it.
And I'm like, cool, man. I was like, just send a check, you know?
You're Tom Cruise.
No, I mean, well, you get paid for different levels on what you get for, like, if you're doing like featured day player days, if you have like a multiple couple of days. So that's one of the things, like, you know, the strike that was going on that we might talk about. But so there's different things for that. But so what I didn't know is, like, you know, 6 months later, the first trailer comes out, and the whole trailer is my scene. And then all of a sudden, somebody's like, hey, bro. And I had a movie poster. And I was like, holy fuck, this is really cool.
That's beautiful.
And then all the PTSD from, like, not like the big dick, and then getting, like, not being able to walk for about 4 days, that all went away.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Worth
it. 15 years later, here we are.
Let's go. Let's go. So, let's go.
You know,
love it.
Things. But it was definitely cool, and it is neat too, man, because, like, dude, it got pretty popular, and it was a smaller budget thing and all that stuff. But,
I remember.
And it's crazy how some things do and some things don't. I like to think I was a big part of that.
Yeah, a big part of that. A big part of that, man.
Rule one.
That's rule one.
Hey,
rule one.
If you ain't first, you're last.
There it is. So, man, that is absolutely beautiful. I love that. That is, yeah, man, poster and everything. That's
I know, dude.
Something.
Like, it was wild. Like, I worked on this little pilot thing 4 or 5 years ago in Los Angeles and made friends with one of the producers on it. And we keep in touch and stuff. And he hit me up right at the beginning of the series. He's like, yo, one of my best friends, that's his favorite fucking movie. He's like, if I sent you the poster, would you sign it for him? And I was like, dude, fuck yeah, that's cool.
Beautiful.
You know what I mean? And so, and I never actually thought about putting it out there or anything like that. Just like I have had it, you know. But so I did it. I sent it back. I took a picture of it, and I've had like 6 or 7 friends hit me up, and there's like at least 3 of them in the mail for me to sign to send back to them. And so, like, that makes me. I mean, it's not like a glory thing as much as like, dude, if they
Humbling.
like look at that shit and it makes them smile,
Yeah.
for fucking ever.
That's beautiful.
Hey, that's so cool, right?
Yeah, it's
that's
humbling,
something.
man. That's
yeah, because maybe that shit might survive much longer than I did.
You created you were part of art. You created art,
Yeah.
and you were it. You were stunt double actor. You took the trauma to get it. You
True.
did it, man.
And then I had
That's
to
beautiful.
drive myself home from Atlanta with like one working arm, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But it is cool. It is neat, the longevity of something that's classic like that, and maybe for years and years people are going back and figuring out what the hell a DVD is, and then they put it on. They're like, look at this shit, you know.
Yep.
So
Like this happened.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know. Now that was, which is sad to say again, was 2009. But let's go almost a little more than a decade back.
Okay.
Now the OGs here in Athens, they have let me know a little bit about it, but I haven't had too much time to dive into it. But the damn show.
Okay, so that's a good question, especially for Athens, man. That's basically where I got my start from in any kind of like sketch comedy or anything along those lines. When I moved back to Athens to start going to UGA, it was 1998, and I had a good friend of mine who I would get fun. I'd be funny and goofy, but he would dress up and do characters, and he had this gorilla outfit that he would go downtown and just dance around in the afternoon on a Saturday, you know. And there was another guy that did it called 8-Track Gorilla or something like that. 8-Track Gorilla. So that wasn't him. Everybody's like, that guy. I'm like, no, not that guy, but my friend Nick. So he met these guys. He went to the very first damn show at the Georgia Theater. It was their first airing, and they had filmed some skits for a couple months, put it together. I think it was about 4 guys at the time, maybe 4 or 5 dudes. And my buddy went to there, and he's like, I met some of these guys, and they're looking for cast members to do more skits. And he's like, a couple days later, he's like, hey, I need you to drive me. I'm going to wear my outfit. And he can't drive. So I drive him there, and he does his audition and shit, and I'm just sitting there like, I was like, I'm like, whose sandwich is this? You know what I mean? Like, just letting him do his thing. And then they called him about a week later, and they're like, who's your chubby friend? We got a skit at a Taco Bell we really want him for. So that was really interesting. Like, it just happened randomly. So they got my information. They called me up, and they're like, hey, why don't you go pretend like you're taking a shit in a Taco Bell? They're like, can you do that? I was like, oh. Have you ever eaten a Taco Bell? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do that, bro. Are you feeding me Taco Bell? Because you better get ready quick.
Yeah.
You know?
This is going to be some real.
Yeah, man.
real
I'm in there, and we're playing around at the Taco Bell on the east side. And, like, everything back then, we didn't have permission to do anything. So we're like, hey, we probably got 10 or 15 minutes before the managers kick us out. You know what I mean? So we film this skit, and people are like, what are y'all fucking doing? I'm running around with my pants around my ankles. Like,
Oh, man.
I still have my underwear on, thankfully. So that was the first time, and then they just hit me up. They're like, hey, man, we kind of need the fat guy cast member. And then back then when I was young, I looked a good bit like John Candy. So I was just like, had that little thing going. And so I was like, hell yeah. So from 99, 2000, 2001, I was one of the first principal cast members out of the 7 or 8 we had over the duration. And man, we it was a lot of fun, dude. We filmed all our stuff in Athens. The producers of that show were able to get it all on the in-house campus network for all the SEC. So every SEC college kid that was in a dorm room was watching our show.
Had access to. That's so
after
cool.
a year, we had a freaking 24 city show in the whole Southeast.
Wow.
Every one of them was sold out with college kids that were bored as hell, and they're like, this shit's crazy. And this was before Jackass still, and before any other kind of
OG shit.
because I mean, our stuff was pretty wild, man. I mean, since there wasn't regulations to filming your own shit, a lot of times when we played our shows at the Georgia Theater, the people would be there watching that. We're like, oh man, oh god, that was a rough choke, But it was a lot of fun, man, and it was pretty diverse. I think one of the cool things was they did a claymation. Clay porn that was all the Sesame Street characters fucking.
Oh my god,
bro, that took so long to film it with Play-Doh, right?
Yeah.
Then we had
it's tedious.
Had an animated skit called "A Neighbor Ate the Koala." So we had we had stop motion claymation, we had an animation, we had pranks, we had skits, and then we had this guy that kind of went on to get really popular on his own called Yucko the Clown. So it was a really diverse show. And it was really cool. And so when we went on the road, we had a fucking blast. I mean, we had a couple of regional tours, like I said, all through the South, because like literally we could hit up anywhere 700 to 900 space venues, and we're like, man, there's that many kids that are gonna walk here from their dorm, and and we would have a blast. And then we did one all the way pretty much cross country. That was pretty cool. It was rowdy. We had some crazy times in New Orleans. Oh man, that was nuts, but it was cool. So that was really what got me going into like and learning a lot about how you kind of try to do it on a professional level. I mean, we were definitely at the very bottom. I remember one of the guys stole I think he took his parents' credit cards and maxed them out to get like a good computer, a good camera, good mics, all that shit. Got in a lot of trouble. I don't know if we ever technically made the money back. I think after we got a little bit of popularity and started selling DVDs and stuff like that, possibly. But but it took sometimes it takes that drive, and then like sometimes just like if you put forth the work, you're like, I'm gonna go crazy now, but I'm gonna earn it later. So sometimes you can't let that stop you.
You just go, you
the
just do
shit,
it,
man. And it's still, I think that is literally, this will be 25 years or so this year or last year. Fuck, it's 2024. So that's been a hot minute since I started.
That's dope. One of the OG shit with the damn show. And you mentioned casting. Did you used to do casting?
Yeah, so that's what I did. So after college, through the damn show, one of the fraternity brothers or some of the guys and I made buddies, and he was pretty much going to be working in the film business. And this is 2001 when he was graduating. So he started working for a woman that owned an extras casting company out of Atlanta, and she'd had it for a while. And so after about a year, he'd worked a couple of jobs with her. And then when I was graduating, he's like, what are you doing? And man, my degree was going to be agricultural business. And so he's like, look, we're doing a couple of jobs. We could use a couple of help if you want a job. And I was like, cool. I think it would be a lot funner to do something on a film set than on a farm. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I like farms. I like food. But, glamour and stuff, it's a little bit more fun there. And so the first show that I worked on was Dumb and Dumberer.
Yeah.
And I was there about 2 weeks. I met the director in the bathroom. Really weird situation. Okay. I mean, we're in this middle school in Atlanta, and you go into the bathroom. There's like 12 urinals. I go in there. There's nobody else, and I hit the middle one. I'm like, I like to be even.
Yeah. You like
he comes, stands right beside me.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, and this, we're not gonna get too far, but I was just like, and it wasn't any really weird stuff except for just like a very close, quick conversation. Yeah. I'm like, wait, you're the director. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like crew member number 467. You know what I mean? So we had a little conversation, didn't really think anything about it. I went to my job, and then like an hour later, this lady, him, and they're coming to my buddy and the boss, and they're pointing at me. And I'm in the stands with these band kids, like pretending to play a tuba or some shit. And I'm like, fuck, I'm in trouble.
Like, what did I do? What did I do?
And so they come up, my buddy Patrick, he's like, hey, they want you to be in the movie. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, the directors wrote this character. It was called the Nebbish Guy. He's like, he wants you to get in the movie. And I had more hair, and it was shorter, so I had like a nice little fro kind of thing going on. Okay. They're like, he wants to put you in glasses, and you're a Nebbish Guy. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, hold my tuba. Let's go try this. And so it was neat, man. So I met with him, and he's like, do you want to do this? He's like, I'm kind of writing it right now. He's like, we're going to have some carnival scenes. And he's like, there's a scene where you're walking on the road, and you have to throw up an aquarium in the air while these cars race by you, and we filmed it. It was fucking nuts. It didn't even make the movie, but so that was cool. So I hung out like 20 days. I come in,
nice,
get dressed up, they do my hair, get me set up, and then they'd be like, all right, your scenes are on hold or whatever. If we get done, we're going to go to them. Okay. So I just ended up hanging out for those 20 days till the last day, not doing anything but getting really stoned with one of the actors on the movie.
Sign me up.
I don't want to tell you who it is because it's super famous.
Yeah.
But if you watch that movie, he was very young, and he was cool, man.
Nice.
We made buddies. But I was older. I was like 20, 21 or something. And so this kid, I'd walked in his trailer the first time. I was like, now this kid knows about Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just made buddies, and stuff. And like I said, out of that movie, he's by far the most famous. Everybody knows him by name. But like I said, I don't necessarily want to throw anybody.
Yeah, no.
But it was cool, man. So that was my first movie part, and then that was how I got SAG. Which is how you get to be in the Screen Actors Guild to get official parts and auditions and stuff.
I need to know about that. Need to know about all that because I'm trying to do voice acting, a little acting, a little bit of everything. So I want to get in, yeah.
And so there's a lot of opportunities when you're not fully union or whatnot, but in order to be like official and they can go kind of anywhere or whatnot, then being a member of that particular union is definitely supported, and then and looked and you get preferential treatment, of course. So
I like
that's
that.
one of those things.
We'll have to talk about that.
Yeah.
I want to pick your brain, and you seem to have done some badass shit too. So I want more stories.
And that's what, man. I could, like I said, if we got 6 straight days, man,
we'll plan the 6 days.
But so that's why I kind of like pivoted. I was doing the acting comedy career at the same time, but also like learned that I had to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So for the same time, I was working with the Extras Casting, and that company is called Extras Casting Atlanta. We've done some of the most premier shows and television, movies in Atlanta. One of the shows that we did was The Walking Dead, from start to finish. That was such that was amazing. Actually, I'm in an episode of that. Season 2, episode 4. So do we have time for a funny story?
Go for it.
Okay,
we got time.
So, do we need to go to break?
We gotta.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
so I actually was going to be in 3 of the 6 first episodes of the first season, right? So when they're out in the woods and there's a core group of survivors, I was one of those people. Right? I filmed many days with the whole crew, like the main actors. I was one of those 8, and there were 8 survivors. Right?
Yeah.
And this was with Frank Darabont, was the director. So I'm like, my hero is Frank Darabont, man, one of my favorite movies ever. And so he, here's us telling us what to do, and I'm like, cool. And so I'm an Eagle Scout, man. I grew up camping. So even though we were supposed to be like super afraid of zombies, man, my ass was just out there like chopping wood. You know what I'm saying? Building fires. And I'm like, cool. Like zombies or not, man, this man's gonna have to eat. You know what I'm saying? So when the show comes out, if you watch, if you can see me in the background.
2-4. I'm going to slow motion.
Well, in the first few episodes, you can see me little pieces, right?
Okay.
But there were some scenes where a dude runs up and he's talking on the radio. And I was like, I was the dude switching the knobs. And then I watch it, I'm like, where did I go? Right? So that's why you don't tell anybody shit
until it comes out. Yeah.
Wait till it comes out, right? Because there's a lot of people that are like, yo, I'm all up in this. And then I watch it, I'm like, was that you with your back turned? And they're like, yeah. So then the next season, because also the company was doing the job, so I'd go to set occasionally on an official capacity to make sure the zombies were checked in and all that kind of shit. And so the next season I come back and Frank Darabont left the show. It was a very unfriendly situation. There's a lot of publicity behind it. So anyway, a lot of the crew changed, but one of the assistant directors was still there, and she's super awesome. She's been in Atlanta forever. It's a chick named Ronnie. And so I come up, I was like, they edited me out of like the whole thing. And she's like, yeah. She's like, Frank Darabont said he thought you looked like you were on vacation. So,
Frank.
Oh man, I'm back there. Like I said, I'm just like, they're like, yo, Nate, go build the fire. I'm like, I'm the big guy, so I'm building the fire. But I guess I was just like, I was chopping it too happily.
No.
You know what I mean?
You having a good time, man.
I've been trained to do this, man. Y'all take care of the zombies. I will roast this pig. You know? So it was cool. So then they asked me back to do this kind of featured scene, which ended up being neat. It's like a flashback, and I have to fight this biker dude which I'm not. This is not my style, but I'm just big, I guess. So it's biker guy, and then Shane has come and break us up and shit, and then all these jets fly over and blow up the city of Atlanta. So it's kind of dope.
Wow.
I almost forgot about it,
Dude, that is awesome. Which that brings me up though. You mentioned comedy, which may bring us to the big thing here.
Yeah.
You are a stand-up comic.
Yeah,
and I've seen a little bit of clips, and I love it, man. I want to check more stuff out. Tell us about that.
Okay, so from the damn show, one of the guys always used to say back then, I never had any thought of doing it, but he's like, dude, he's like, I want to get you just like super stoned and sit you down in a chair like a lazy boy and then just hand you a microphone. And I always thought that was funny, man. But I never really, we had stand-up comedians with our show, but I never just had wanted to do that, you know? And so it was about 2015 or 2016. I had some friends working with, I'd met on an Adam Sandler movie. They're from LA and they do their own projects and stuff. So we were out in Los Angeles and they're just like, man, you should really do it or whatnot. And I went to a few shows. And so I didn't try it out there, but I came back here and it was actually real cool. There's a standing open mic every month here called the Open Toad. Have you ever heard of that? It's at Flickr. It's had a few different kind of like hosts now, but one of the guys that first started was a guy named Shawnick. And so I remember I came to one of the shows, we chatted for a minute and then talked about the stuff. And he's like, man, next time just do it. So I did, you know, and I didn't do great, you know what I mean? But I didn't do horrible. And I got a few laughs. And I was
that's
like,
everything.
All right.
Love
you
it.
know? And then I felt like I learned too, it's just like, man, with anything, I mean, even if you have like any kind of like natural talent, like to be better, whatever, you got to fucking work at it.
Right.
You know? So like I was doing like a thing about once every couple of months trying to, with also trying to just earn money to pay the bills. And I did quite a few things. I headlined a thing here for Pride at Hendershots like in 2017.
Ooh, I love Hendershots.
Hendershots is a great spot.
Yeah, shout out to Hendershots.
And it was cool. I literally just got in a fight with these dudes, and I had a Band-Aid and a black eye. And I went to the host, and I was like, homie, I mean, I'll do it if you want. He's like, yes, it's crazy. So I had to do the whole set. Like,
love it.
It was great. And then I went out to Vegas, and I did one, which was really fun. It was really cool. And, like, I played that video I was telling you about, Fat Iverson, and I just ate pizza on stage. I mean, literally. So, but then, like, you know, it kind of fell off basically, I guess, really 2020 because, you know, COVID, the world shut down. It's really hard to be in a positive state of mind when you like don't know what's going on. And then just complacency and whatnot, trying to get back going.
Yeah.
It wasn't until this year, I was in Los Angeles for a couple of months, that my friends really kind of kicked my ass into getting back into it. And then I caught the bug.
Fuck yes.
You know, and sometimes it's what it really takes.
Yes.
It's like, I'm really good at like only doing what I need for myself. And I'm like, I got a hole in some apples. I'm good. But my friends are like, motherfucker, get up there.
Get out there and do it.
So that's how it went.
Shout out to your friends. Shout out to your friends, man.
Brett, oh buddy. And so, and then what's cool is out there, I mean, you know, the market out there is just, I mean, there's classes and there's workshops and there's all this stuff. And then there's some places, so I had to talk to guys who are like, hey, go to these. They're very welcoming and stuff, and that was one of the things, because in that industry too, or in that world with comedians, a lot of the people are just mean as fuck, you know what I'm saying, and they don't want to help you, and they don't want, because if you take the space from them, exactly. So, but this one, so I found this really cool spot called Fourth Wall, and they do performances every night, but during the day they do classes like, you can come in and do a joke workshop where the other comedians just sit there and try to work through the wording or the concept. You can come in and do improv where they toss out words for you just so that you kind of like practice doing stuff off the fly.
Yeah.
And then you can come in and do either 5 or 10 minute sets as well. And so that was really cool. It was welcoming. The host there named Joe, just super cool, all funny people, but like really supportive. And that was one of those nurturing atmospheres. It's just like you don't get in that kind of, like, you don't get that too often in any kind of business in entertainment in general.
It's hard to find like that atmosphere, that vibe, that openness.
So that really helped me, and I felt comfortable just being fucking goofy and trying stuff and stuff. So that really brought me back here with a lot more I guess like gumption to like get on it.
Yeah.
And so then what's cool is this whole time that I've kind of been out of scene, there's a couple of the guys that I was doing comedy with back then starting out, that have stayed on it, really getting a lot of time, host like 4 or 5 different shows per month, and each one of these guys do. So, I mean, Athens, I mean, back then I thought there was a few things a week or so, but Athens now, I mean, there's a lot more going on, which is super great.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
And that's like so supportive of those guys. And for me, it's like, I definitely like, it's hard to commit to something like that with my life, because I'm like definitely at the call. It's like, hey, you might be here tomorrow, but on Wednesday, dude, do you want to fucking fly to Iowa and pretend to like be a pig wrangler for 6 weeks? And I'm like, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
so dope.
I'll pack my boots. You know what I'm saying? Do they
Yeah.
provide boots? Cool. I won't even bring mine. You know what I mean?
Hot dog man ready to go?
Hot dog man, dude.
Like, is
And
he?
Nathan's famous, right? So that's the only thing. It's like with that. But these guys, like, occasionally they hit you up to be like, hey, I'm going to miss this one because they get another show. Like, can you guest host and stuff? And I'm like, that's one thing I'm definitely looking forward to doing and being available for these guys, because as more as they get involved, the more chances people are going to have to sit in and help out and do things like that. So I would like to do that, so it's not as much committed to, for sure.
That's dope.
But yeah, man, I enjoy it. It's just one of those things. I can't lie. Like I said, trying to be good at it is effort and work, but I'm not terrible at it just naturally. And I mean, one of my most favorite things to do is make somebody laugh.
It's great, yeah. It's
and
a
it
great
comes
feeling.
easy to me.
That's wonderful.
So it's
That's
like,
so
don't
cool.
abuse like what comes easy to you. Like, hone that craft.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's one of the things that I'm working on right now. And then I have been working on for a good bit this last 6 months, and just trying to like just get it into 2024 and just like keep
this
going.
guy. I love
Thanks,
to hear that, man.
Appreciate it.
That is just absolutely beautiful. It resonates with me as well. You know, it's just very recently, year or two or so, I've been kind of doing my thing and getting out there and making it. Yeah, and we got a lot more coming in, guys. So y'all stick around. We definitely got. Now, I did have a question though, because they're telling me that you may have something lined up, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. I got to promote this thing. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm really excited about this.
I got you, bro. Tell me about it.
There's this fog floating around
It
here.
was like a light bulb went on.
Tomorrow night here at Athens, Georgia, at the illustrious 40 Watt, which is one of my most favorite venues in the country.
Let's go.
They're having what's called, it's like a showcase called,
there it is.
Oh, boom.
There's,
man, technology is so cool. So it's called 51st Jokes. It's going to be 50 comedians. You got 2 minutes, and the concept is it's a new joke. You cannot have ever told it on stage. Basically, I have the joke, and I haven't even been talking to anybody about it. I have 2. Tomorrow, I'm literally going to flip a coin. And I want to tell you about it, but I don't want to jinx it.
Nope.
So we'll talk about ex post facto.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the whole concept is it's new. It's the first joke. I'm really expecting some people to fucking crush it. I'm really expecting some people to fucking like fuck up so bad that they walk off the stage maybe. But this is the experience, you know? Because I've seen it happen before. I've seen a dude like go through a couple of jokes, mess up, and just be like, drop it and walk off.
And get off.
And everyone's like, oh, shit.
Yep.
And I've seen people yanked off, too. But yeah, 51st Jokes, 40 Watt tomorrow night. Starts at 8. It's going to be a blast, and I'm looking forward to it.
Man, it has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you. I'll definitely get your info. We'll talk. We got so much to just kind of go over. And like I said, I want them stories, man. Feed me.
I'll be back, man.
Yeah, man. Maybe we can even co-host or something sometime too.
Dude,
you know, but yeah. So guys, now let them know the name. Let them know where we can find you too. Where can we find you?
Right now, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and recently YouTube. It's Nate Ball Y'all. So either Nate Ball Y'all, or it's Nate Ball Y'all.
I see it. Yep.
Yeah. I'm Nate Ball, and y'all are y'all.
It is. Beautiful, guys.
Yeah,
now look at that, man. You know, we're doing fun things here. This is my first interview. This was my first interview, and with Nate Ball, this guy is amazing, man. The vibe and the energy coming from you is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So y'all give it up for Nate Ball, please.
Hell yeah. It's been Nate Ball, y'all, on Joker TV. Woo. Hey.
Now, coming up next, let's see what we got. I think we got a little bit of dose. That might be coming up. Let's see. Actually, maybe. It might be time. Is it time? Let's see, guys. Let's see. Nah. We'll dose will probably come up in a little bit. I'm still going to drop the Go All Night with Libba Loops. Y'all definitely stay tuned for that. But right now, we're going to get a little trippy. We're going to get a little spacey. You know, this is shout out to X64 Graphics with the AI and the video and everything and putting this together. This is a different genre that I wanted to. You know, most of y'all know that I'm doing hip-hop. I'm going to be dropping some metal soon. But I do love psychedelic electronica, you know, Boards of Canada, Tycho. And this is just one of those songs in that genre. This is Horizon Haunting. I'm Bryant Perez, and you're watching Joker TV.
fucking stopping me. I already know you feeling the flow, feeling the highs, feeling the lows. Lyrics and vibe, get a control, taking your face, taking your soul. There's no limit, there's no gimmick. Increase your dose with the clinic, walk until you comatose, and we be the ones that kill it.
Sir, could you please step into my office?
What'd I do?
Well, you've been really... I don't know how to say this, John.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
John?
Yeah. 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 I don't want to have to go to work. Yeah. I don't wanna have to go to work. 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 So I quit. I don't wanna have to go to work. 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 So I quit.
I don't wanna have to go to work. Wake up early and put on the same collar shirt. It even hurts, a little too tight and itchy, making me irate like a pirate with no booty. Bitchy, everyone acting shady and shifty, when all I wanted was to have a little fun and maybe earn enough to get to the city. Give me 350. Oh wait, I didn't account for inflation. I hope you can understand the situation that I'm in. Or where do I begin? Losers lose and winners win, but I'm like piss in the wind. At least in this workplace, ignore my birthday and no sympathy in my worst day. Now I'm thirsty and I need a drink, let me think. Do I call out and act sick? It's just that I don't wanna have to go to work. 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 So I quit. I don't wanna have to go to work. 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 So I quit.
Sir? Sir, could you please step into my office?
Yeah.
Sir? Sir?
And we're back. Yeah. Did you like that? Yeah. Here with the new friend buddy here, Slayla.
Hi there.
I kind of have something I got to get off my chest, so and we felt like we wanted to just be a little creative. So go do your thing, homie.
I'm gonna pick my celebrity friend over here. All right.
So a long time ago, it's really hard to describe the exact date. I leave that up to your kind of imagination. But there was once a war. And in that war, I mean, it made World War I and II just look absolutely minuscule. It was very, very big. It was everywhere. It was practically worldwide. So think of it on that kind of scale, you know. And people were torn away from their families. There was just so much going on. And there was this one guy who was in a fighter jet. And so he was sent to a specific location, but something happened, malfunction. He could have been shot down. We really won't ever really know the reason, but either way, there was a malfunction.
You got so much hair.
I do have a lot of hair. Yeah. And so it was, you know, one of those situations where he had to kind of make a decision. You know, he tried to eject, but he got caught up in a big forest. And beautiful forest, though, mind you. I mean, it was one of those that, I don't know if you guys have been maybe in the mountains of Georgia or, you know, somewhere nice where the fall hits, you know. And a lot of the local people here, y'all know, I mean, it's beautiful reds and yellows and greens and browns. You know, it's absolutely beautiful. So if anyone that doesn't live here, maybe you're watching somewhere on the opposite side of the globe, definitely come down here to USA, check out some mountains. Maybe you got some near you. But anyway, I digress. So, you know, it was one of those situations where the guy just had to survive. I mean, he crashed through some trees, broke so many bones. I mean, he broke his back, fibula. I mean, it was one of those things that absolutely required rhinoplasty. You know what I'm saying? Or someone with the knowledge of otorhinolaryngology. But either way, it was one of those situations where, you know, it was just a lot going on with his body, a lot going on. So he's crawling. I mean, he crawled for practically weeks. You know, he was, I hate to say it, but, you know, defecating and voiding on himself and, you know, fighting off wild animals and crawling.
Just keep talking.
Through, you know, shrubbery and just all kinds of stuff. I mean, you get the picture, right? I mean, he went through a lot. So now he ended up coming across, well, he really passed out, but there was a monk that came across him. Now this is where the story takes a big twist, okay? So this monk takes care of this man. Let's call this man, what would you like to call him?
George.
So
the monk named George.
The monk named George took care of our friend, what's our friend's name? Frederick. Oof, I'm going to forget this very quickly. George, the monk, took care of Frederick. I might not say those names again, but monk, George, Frederick, person who's broken bones, fibula, you know, all that. So now he's getting, you know, healed back to life. It takes a long time. It takes 6-8 months, year plus. I mean, time flies by to the point where, you know, no one can really keep track of it at this point. And so now the monk, every day, feeding him, bathing him, redressing him, physical therapy, trying to get him, you know, to walk again, to use every single muscle, every single fiber and piece of his body, you know, to full functionality. So now the monk finally gets him, Frederick, back to good shape. But still a little bit more physical therapy is needed, okay? So now he is walking, heavy lifting here and there, running, you know, aiding the monk in all his duties, whether it be cleaning, you know, hunting, whatever it may be, okay? But every night, okay, at a certain specific moment in time, he would notice that the monk would leave with this box, and he would walk, and he was gone. And, you know, by the time that he realized, he fell asleep. So he never really knows where George, the monk, you know, knows where he's going. He has no idea. At one point, curiosity got the best of him. So he asks, you know, hey, George, where do you go every night? You carry something and you just disappear off into the night. Where are you going? And he says, well, I you know, I can't tell you. That's just not something that you can know. You know, that's just not for you. So years went by, okay, because he's still healing somewhat, and there was no way to just walk out of there, this deep forest, and find, you know, where he needs to find his family or find other people. He was very, very lost deep in those mountains. I'm attacking your face. So now, he Ooh, this is interesting. One day he sneaks and he follows the monk, okay? Are you watching? You listening? He follows the monk. Sneaks way behind in the shadows. And that is where he sees the monk go into this enormous cave. At first it was a small opening. And then it got really big into this massive cave, okay? Now, he couldn't quite see, so he had to wait a day or two of trying to get a little closer and figure out his, get used to his surroundings so he could sneak better. But eventually he saw the monk open up the chest, okay? So inside of it is this massive, this big, just this really, really big set of keys. This big set of keys, okay? And they all different colors and properties. I mean, it was something very interesting. But, it was hard to see because it was a little bit dark, But he could tell it was a key made of different substances. So, at one point, again, the curiosity gets the best of him. Maybe boredom, But he says, hey, what is in that box? And he's like, I can't tell you because you're not a monk, right? And he saw that there was a door, too, but he could never quite see because once the monk started going in, it was hard to follow because he'd be caught. So there it goes. There was the answer, right? He can't find out, but it's a set of keys, most likely for a set of doors, right? Well, time passes by, and the monk and George and Frederick really create a good bond together, and it got to the point where Frederick really just didn't see himself leaving. It got to the point where he started learning to become a monk himself. Right? So a lot of time passed by. And it got to the point where he became a monk. So now you have two monks. You got Frederick, you got George. But, the main monk got old. He got sick. And he was on his deathbed. Okay? So now, at one point, he gives Frederick, because George is the older monk, at least from my recollection.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. See, I got it. Yes. So at one point he gets handed the box and says, here you go. I'm about to go to the next realm. My soul's about to leave my body and I'm going to go on to the next realm. This is for you, and only for you. So the monk sadly passed later that night. And Frederick didn't really want to just sit there, He didn't really just want to sit there. So he went to the cave. And he started going through the doors. First, he grabs the big keychain, right? And this keychain is glass. And he puts it in and opens up the glass door. Then he grabs the wooden one and he puts it in the door, creaks it and slams it open. And then he gets the stone one and he puts the stone one in and breaks it down, swings it right open. He gets the metal one. Big one, puts it in, boom, cracks it wide open. And then the last key, this very soft, earth-like, almost leaf-like key. And he puts it in the door. And he opens it up. And do you know what was in there? I can't tell you, because you're not a monk. You're watching Joker Joker TV.
All right, come on in here.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Joker Joker TV. I'm Sister Slayla, and this is Super Duper Serial News. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Sit. Good boy. What happened? Okay, we're good. No, we're not.
This is Serial News, guys.
I fixed it. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching Bryant Perez's Takeover. I have him here because he just did a lovely interview with somebody, and now it's my turn to interview him. I know if you've been watching this show for a while, at least for the last year, you've seen that he's already been interviewed. But you know what? It's my turn. All right, let's jump on in.
Yes.
Bryant Perez.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you were president, what would your first what would your first thing be? What would your first law, change of whatever? What would your thing be?
Wow, what a question. I would make it to probably some kind of Robin Hood shit where there's a cap and the really, really fucking rich, something with, all the tax shit that they do and everything. It needs to be kind of passed down. So I would make it to where the minimum wage is increased and everyone that's on the bottom, there's no bottom anymore. Take care of poverty, food, homelessness, that kind of thing. Make sure that everyone is good overall, because I feel like if everyone is overall happy and in a good position, then I feel like the world or that area would be a lot better. And, of course, crime and all the bad things are still going to happen, but I feel like it just would be a better place to be.
Wow, that was way more wholesome than I thought it was going to be.
Or The Purge.
Yeah. Okay. So if King Kong had to fight 500 zombies, who would win?
King Kong.
Yeah,
Okay,
the big angry gorilla guy. I don't know. We were talking about gorillas earlier and zombies, and it made me think of this question.
So, I mean, King Kong, depending on the version or whatnot, his skin might be real. Because I'm thinking, okay, maybe he makes a mistake or he falls asleep or something happens, and then a little small zombie just ends up crawling and biting him in the right spot, and there you go. But I just, if his skin is so thick or something like that and a regular human can't really bite into and pass on the virus, then I think it'd be King Kong all day.
Like daddy long leg spiders can't bite us, but they're most venomous spiders?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. Ooh, would the zombies be more like fleas at that point?
Almost. Yeah, but like not even good fleas because they can't even do nothing to them.
They're just like in his fur, just like, get off me.
Yep. Maybe an itch. Yeah, maybe slight irritation, and of course he would just get up, walk away, and be away from it all. So
Grunt.
King Kong.
King Kong over 500 zombies. Yep, I think I agree with you on that one. Actually, thinking about it.
Oh yeah, look, X64 graphics says King Kong trumps.
Oh yeah, see, everyone agrees.
Yep.
What wonder? World War II million Z.
Horde. Oh, World War Z.
Oh.
1 million of them versus Horde versus Kong. That's a little bit different because those are pretty strong.
Those were cancer zombies, right? Or what was it was like mad cow disease?
Yeah, and they got I just remember they got so powerful and kind of fast and all that remember that scene where they started running all on top of each other and got over like a wall?
They were just angry.
Yeah, that might be an interesting one.
There were so many of them at one point. Yeah, especially when they were in like where were they? Israel.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
and like everybody was like singing prayer, and they just like climbed the wall like ants. Yeah, like ants.
Oh, that's so horrible. That would be not a fun zombie apocalypse to be in. I mean, I want if it happened, I should rephrase that. That's like I want it to happen. No, I would want like the slow ones, where but somehow where things go to shit, and then again, everyone's got to survive and fend for themselves, and it's not just like, oh, I'm rich and I have a big ass place and I'm good.
I think I would like Left 4 Dead type zombies, where it's like you have different types, you have different categories of zombies. That way it's at least exciting at some points.
Variety.
Yeah, and then you have Darwinism, like you know, like you're only gonna survive if you can figure it out.
Yep.
And then, like, eventually the zombies will all die from rigor mortis taking over or something, right?
Right. Maybe, yeah, someone's...
Global warming, who knows? And then the only people left are the people that, like, earned it.
I like that. And remember, rule number 1, cardio.
Cardio.
Shout out to Nate Ball.
Don't eat hot dogs before.
You know what? The topic of the show is just straight up hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
It's not even the Bryant Perez takeover anymore. It's about to be hot dogs. Like who's got the Oscars? Who's got the? You know what I mean?
What's your favorite way to eat a hot dog? Like your favorite style of hot dog?
I mean, I like a hot dog with ketchup, mustard, and like cheese. And then like if I got the opportunity, sometimes I don't mind adding like onions and relish and like that kind of thing. But standard ketchup, cheese, or ketchup, mustard, cheese. It's pretty simple.
Kraft cheese or Velveeta?
Man, what's that one that's like black and red? It's like Sargentos or something like that. The sliced where they got like the nice pepper jack, mozzarella, Munster. I mean, provolone. Hit me with all the cheese, please. It had me on my knees.
All right. Let's see.
I have a question for you.
Ooh.
Switch. Reverse. Make me bigger and now her smaller. No, I'm kidding.
Uno reverse card. Whoa.
Oh, it happened. Whoa. Look at me, guys.
Now he's King Kong.
Enjoy the show. So tell me a little bit about this. Wish I had black blood right now. The Black Blood Productions. Tell me about this thing that you got going on.
Oh, well, Black Blood Productions is just something that I created as an excuse for me to be able to go out. I spend about like $200 to $500 to like go out to a show now instead of just your regular like $20 ticket price. Or at least that's how it started. Just because I have a kid, so babysitters are like $20 an hour, and then your bands want like $500 to play down the street. But I just like I had this huge house. I was like hitting up bands, and I was like, do you guys want to just play in my second living room, like my upstairs living room?
Dope.
While everybody's moshing around you and spray painting my walls because I hate my landlord.
House party.
And so many bands. I had 8 bands reach out and say yes, they wanted to do it. I was like, I had to limit it. I had to start telling people no, and I felt so bad.
Aww.
And it was such a hit. Like I called it I can't say the first word. But I was like, it was on the terms of like, like unaliving your landlord. The musical.
Nice.
Yeah. And so it became like, that's like the main fest of Black Blood Productions. That was on August 5th of 2022. And so since then, it's just taken this whole run where people are like, hey, you book shows?
Yep.
They're like, we know this band. They're coming through Atlanta. Can you help them out? And I'm like, I'll figure it out. I don't know if I can. But I've got all these contacts from I've been promoting music when I lived down in Florida. And then I moved here about 10 years. I moved to Atlanta about 2014 or 15. I can't remember anymore. And I lived in a punk house where I would have to swim through a mosh pit just to get to my bedroom after working an 8-hour shift. And like, I just grew all these contacts and these networks. I've met all these crazy, amazing bands of different genres. I mean, like you do hip hop mostly, but then you also branch out. You just did a metal song.
Yeah.
I have friends that do synth pop and dark wave. I have got goth band friends. I've got cover band friends.
Love it.
Like, and then most of it's punk and metal because that's just like the draw all.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to go in a mosh pit. And then like after that show in August, after it had such a great turnout, I was like, I need a name for this.
I love it.
And so I just came up with Black Blood Productions, and I wanted it to be productions because I wanted to branch out to be more than just booking and promoting. But for now, like, that's all I can handle.
That's beautiful, though. I absolutely love it. I hope to get involved with all the stuff that you're doing, too. And then, of course, like I said, Black Blood. And I do the little Black Blood stuff sometimes. Like, ooh, the promos. I see them.
We've got ideas cooking.
We got ideas with the sauce. With the good sauce.
The sauce in your cereal bowl.
Oh, I'm small again. Okay, now you got to keep asking.
Oh, it's my question.
Yep.
What is your favorite type of aquarium fish?
Whoa. Aquarium fish. Damn, I have not ever thought of that. Someone said something that I have no idea even what it is. So I'm gonna go with. There's probably some fish that's like bluish and purplish, and it's probably got like long fins or something like that. That'd probably be something I'd go for.
A beta fish, the fighting fish.
Panda Hawk Creations, aka Justin, busting on the side. He said. Yes. He said yes. Whoops.
Thanks, man. All right. How many more questions do I have time for?
We have one more question,
One more
guys.
question. All right. This is the most important, the most super duper, most importantest ever honkinest question of all times. Oh, you want me to honk? Yeah. Bryant Perez. What is your favorite cereal?
Ooh, it kind of switches, but it is in the same vein. I do love me some Fruity Pebbles or what do you call them? Cocoa Pebbles?
Cocoa Pebbles?
Cocoa Pebbles, not cocoa. Man, guys. But yeah, those are so delicious, and now you just reminded me that I have some Fruity Pebbles at home, and I'm going to be munching. So delicious. And then I have hot dogs too. So I might even do some cereal, some hot dogs, and you know what? That sounds like a great dinner for me right now.
Slice the cereal the hot dogs into the cereal, or pour the cereal over the hot dog.
Or cut up the hot dog in little pieces and then put the cereal in a blender and then blend it into like a little smoothie.
Yeah.
Hot dog smoothies
Yo.
for the win.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. That was it.
We love you, and you're still watching the Bryant Perez Takeover. Coming up next, we got, we gave 2 little shots a dose. So let's, keep in mind, shout out to X64 Graphics with the badass film. We shot it in a few different locations. We shot it at Krog Tunnel. We shot it in a place in downtown Gainesville, somewhere else where I don't remember because I think I was just chatting or on my phone and I totally forgot, but it was somewhere in the woods. We saw a bunch of deer. That was awesome. That was with Justin, X64 Graphics, Matt Rule, aka It's the Pope, which we did the song together. And then of course the mixing and the mastering, Goodwood Sound, Red Tuxedo Mastering. I love you. You're watching Joker TV. I can't hear myself, so I probably unplugged it. But
Oh, you did. Oh no.
You're watching Joker TV. You're watching Dose.
Oh, and remember, keep your spoons close, because we'll be back next time with a big bowl of cereal news.
Everyone's got eyes on the world trying to dominate. Nowadays, fall in line, mimic will fight the waves. And everyone's a critic. They got a flow that's piss poor, repetitive formula that's horrific. I'm a giant, defiant, name's Bryant. I be killing the flow without even fucking trying. Raise the siren, the POPE and BP wiring. A song for you to listen to and start vibing, firing. On our cylinders, flows and automatic. Trying to blast through all the bullshit and static. Have you had it? We done with the hypocrisy. Now that I have started, there's no fucking stopping me. I already know you feeling the flow, feeling the highs, feeling the lows. Lyrics and vibe, be the control. Taking your face, taking your soul. There's no limit, there's no gimmick. Increase your dose with the clinic. Walk until you comatose. And we be the ones that kill it.
Yes, yes. We're back. Are you loving it? I'm having a great time. I hope you guys are too. I love y'all. I see y'all in the chat. And anyone watching this non-live, I love you just the same. I will see you in the future, basically. So you right now that might be watching it, not right now, but right now in your future, you're watching Joker Joker TV, and I love you. So yeah, you just watched Dose, and I think it's time. I think it's absolutely time to drop it. I think we're going to have a good bit of stuff here. We're going to have maybe Mux with the behind the scenes. Now, Joker Joker TV is in the first metal track coming up, Warning. And they were there and shot a little bit of, Joker Joker TV exclusive behind the scenes content. We're going to watch a little bit of Master Level Expert. Shout out to X64 Graphics. He and I are working on creating from one of my songs an actual video game. So hopefully all you video game testers out there, make sure that y'all hit me up. We get you on the list because we're trying to do some beta testing this year. And then hopefully next year we'll have it on Xbox, PlayStation, mobile, PC, all that good stuff. So you'll see a little bit of that. But the first things first, Libaloop. Shout out to Libaloop. Shout out to Scott at Google Sound, Red Tuxedo Mastering. This, I am so excited. Shout out to Brasher Media with the green screen work here. We shot this at my home place, in my home studio. We also shot it at Brasher's with the reshoots of the green screen. Justin was there holding it down. So without further ado, guys, I'm so excited for y'all to see this. This is Go All Night.
Yeah. Bryant Perez, Libbaloops. Yeah. Check. Yeah. I can't sleep. Writer's block got me jogging through lyrics and ending up at last week was sweet when it all forms with these, but these words all become naturally. Sometimes it can be a battle for me, searching for the words, man, I'm getting on my nerves. I better crush and smoke some herbs instead of getting mad and berserk. Now I'm putting in the work, knock this track out of sight, and I feel like right now I can go all night. Yeah, I can go all night. I can go all night. Yeah, I can go all night. Go all night. Go all night. Go all Second verse and it hurts when I can't find the rhymes, and the demons in my head start to converse, trying to speak but the lips are pursed. Man, I'm feeling cursed, and what's worse is when the lyrics do come, I forget to write them down first. Frustration comes and it goes as finicky, an affinity to rock any mic in the vicinity. From now to infinity, once I get it going, it's like a cheat code, granted unlimited power and agility. Divinity, busy keeping it at a 10. Don't make me have to take it to 11, keep it zen, no max. You've seen stranger things, yes, come and go, but this flow was to show those that didn't know. I can go on for days, matter of fact, years, cheers. If you're drinking beers with family and or peers, here's to those that break the writer's block with all their might. If you feel how I feel, then we're about to go all night. Yeah. I can go all night. Yeah. I can go all night.
TV, what's up? We're so happy to be here. Joker Joker TV is kind of a part of it too, you know. Got a lot of people inside of it in the video, so I'm super fucking hyped.
Say hi.
You'll be right here, getting cut by Richard. Matt's gonna be sitting on the sofa, Justin on the sofa. Rick, you'll be out the shot. We're gonna get you as a zombie once we're ready. You two will be here. All right, so the premise is that this is just a regular barbershop. People are getting their cut. And I come in and I'm just kind of hyped about, oh snap, like Mux is here, oh Justin, oh it's the Pope, you know, just kind of saying hi. And that's basically when I wake up in the chair, everything's gone horrible, zombies are happening, and you know, everyone should be a zombie, but if for any reason you're missing time or anything, and there's a couple people that might just need to be laying down on the floor with a pool of blood, kind of extra too. Oh, that's beautiful.
When did you ask me to go to the Waffle House, man? Be like that. That's really cool. You did all this. Do you see them?
You didn't forgive a lot of stuff. You kind of forgot a lot of it.
Aww.
But he's actually my part hurt.
There you go.
Hi.
I think they're already putting the eye drops in, so let's go ahead and get this one.
Wow.
Okay, so now we're just waiting on the rest of the zombies. So now let me start checking the timing. Do you know what just happened? Y'all know what just happened? He was looking right there.
Or no, you thought she was over here.
Oh, I got
clown makeup.
My goodness. Did you guys see that? Did you see it? Did you see it? You know what I'm talking about, right, Mux?
Yeah.
The hot dogs.
The hot dogs were there.
They were there.
Right as he was heading out of the studio.
Did you see it? Oh, it was beautiful. But yeah, you saw some pre-alpha game footage from the Master Level Expert video. We saw
Oh,
your
yeah.
behind the scenes there getting painted.
Man, that video game, I really want to play it.
I'm very excited.
I want to be a play tester for it.
I will add you to the list. We have a list going. I don't even
There's
know
not
if
there's not
Garrett's
even
seen
a,
it yet.
there's not a demo we can play or anything.
We will have to ask the man watching right there.
Yeah.
X.
Come on,
64
man.
Graphics.
We need a demo to play, because like, you know what I want to start doing on the show is like, we need to like play your game, the demo version or
Yeah.
something way before it comes out, and even maybe before it's ready.
Yeah.
And then let other people on the show like, you know, play it. And we do like a little contest and see
We got some plans.
get the high scores and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. We got some plans because I mean I know you got plans with games too, and you
Yeah,
know,
yeah. This next year. Yeah.
Right now, you know, we're tentatively saying that we're gonna have the some beta testing this year. That's the goal.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. You know, he's part of the project. He shot and filmed the warning video, but he's also doing the editing as well. And we just finished arranging. I'm pretty sure arrangement's pretty much 99% done, and now you know he's into editing and animation and all that. And you know that was a 2-day shoot.
What's he building it in?
The music video I can't quite remember. I want to say maybe DaVinci, but
Okay. Wow.
But you know he uses Unreal Engine 5 for the video game.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we'll see what we can do with the video game. But yeah, the warning video shoot
Yeah,
was
that's
2
being
days.
yeah.
And the first day was just green screen, which was dope. You know, my homies, shout out to my homies. I mean, I think it was Thanksgiving Day, or I can't quite remember, but
Really?
you know, Justin and Garrett X64 just came through and helped me really. They redesigned my green screen room, and then we shot that first day there. But then that second day too, though, that was unbelievable, man. I'm so glad that you
When
guys
did
were a
you
part of
do
it.
the stuff out in the field and everything? I saw some video you had that had you guys out in the field or something.
Oh yeah, that was out back behind the barbershop.
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
that's
second
right.
Day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
So I was very honored that you and Rick got to be a part of the show,
Yeah.
and
Jennifer.
Yeah, and Jennifer and
Cabbage Super was there.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really cool, and we got to meet your buddy that you've been talking about this whole
X64.
time. Yeah,
he should still be in there.
It was good to meet him, and you know, so I hope we get to do more stuff together.
Yeah, it was really dope. You guys, I mean, everyone there, Rebecca watching, you know, Mux, everyone that's watching, Jennifer, I know she's on there.
Yep.
Everyone blew me away with the acting and everything you did, and we're squeezing it into a very short song, but we have so much content for promo and everything. You and Ashley's scenes, epic.
There's the one
Epic.
scene you're gonna have to look for in it. Probably there's, you know, like you gotta see if you can find a way to. It was like when he was filming me, like first becoming a zombie. And I'm like spitting out blood.
Yep, I know.
And like there's like I totally sprayed that camera too. Like
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the
So
blood.
there's going to be a good bit because, you know, it's a very short song.
Yeah.
So we're going to cut and splice and really squeeze it in. But as far as all the other footage, that's where we're going to really take our time and create a lot of promotional content. So anyone that was
Cool.
involved, you know, it's going to be a process. I believe, you know, very strongly that we'll have it out this year, but there's not a rush. You know, if we get it out in
Yeah.
December, I'm okay with that too. You know, it's going to take time to really make it right. But we had great equipment. We had great people. Shout out to Renegade Barbershop. Those people are amazing. I love those people. And like the fact that they were open to letting us shoot there. I mean, it was a movie set. It felt like, I don't know. What you think?
And totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great. You know, like it was super, like you guys were really on top of it, like getting it all the pieces done and knowing what you wanted to capture too, you know, it was like, but you know, I'll tell you, one of the cool things I thought was really cool is like you let everybody kind of like create a piece of it too. Like even everybody, I mean, they got painted up and everything and they're just background people, but like almost every person there had like a little storyline that they were playing out as you were filming around us.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It was, you know, act natural, do
Yeah.
your thing, whatever you're feeling is right. You know, I think that's why it was so amazing too, because everyone just kind of felt and did what felt right to them and good.
Yeah.
And it really came across. Like there are moments where some people look at the camera, myself included, okay, we cut that little bit out. And like, that was like maybe the first take or second take, right?
Yeah.
For anyone that might've done that, right?
Yeah.
And then like, even within that shot, absolute epicness.
Yeah,
Amazing.
exactly. Yeah.
And some of the things that like your clips too. I mean, like I said, this goes for everyone, but like I just
Yeah.
remember yours because obviously right next to
Yeah,
me. But
we're
it's like,
talking about it.
dude, some of the things that you did, it was like I can't wait to do some promotional and
God.
add more footage that
Okay.
might not make it to the video, right? But
Yeah, yeah.
we have so much.
Yeah,
we're gonna
that's
take our
great.
time cutting it up.
Yeah, using that B-roll,
B-roll.
basically, you
Yeah,
know,
it's gonna be
to make it
B-roll.
like, you know, promotional roll.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah, but anyways, I know we're getting a little bit close to the end here. I do
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
say thank you so much, everyone watching, the support, you know, becoming, which, you know, I kind of, I guess, should make it official announcement. You know, I am a member now of Joker TV.
Yeah.
So I love you guys. And also, you know, I forgot to ask Slayla. I wanted to find out, you know, what were her origins here? You know, how did she come with the serial news and all these things? But maybe
That's
I just want
another
to co-host
time.
with everyone. So maybe
Yeah,
it might
yeah.
have to be me and Slayla chopping it up one
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
you
we're
know?
gonna mix it up. You know, there's we've got a couple different, you know, new hosts that are like really coming in on the show and finding their own, like, you know, path on the show.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. It's a lot of that's going to develop this next year.
I'm
you know?
very excited. I'm
This
happy
is
to be
this is
part
a
of it.
good first show of the year too, man. I have to tell you.
I love it, man. We're starting off with the bang, you know,
Yeah.
through the Go All Night,
Yeah.
the takeover. Just shout out to you, you know, Mux.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Joker TV. Again, Slayla, you know, Serial News, Black Blood Productions, Nate. Nate, well, come
It's
on.
not the
now.
end of the show
Yeah,
yet.
but it's not. I'm just getting a little sappy. Sorry.
Yeah.
But you know, either way, now let's get into something else here.
What do you got?
Shout out again to X64 Graphics.
Hell yeah.
He wanted to create his first animated fan film, and it won an award at Shockfest. It was honorable mention. I want to say 2022, one of the honorable mentions, either that or
Nice.
2023. I can't quite remember. And it was beautiful, man. We would hang out in the mountains in the cabin and just do work. We would just. He'd sit there with his blender and his tools, and I'm sitting there creating a whole film score for this.
Yeah. We were talking about this yesterday, and I was blown away. I didn't realize that you did most of the film score of this.
Yep,
that's really cool.
Complete film score, 9 songs. Did the final sound design, and I voice acted in it. My first voice acting. So
Yeah.
now
multiple characters, right?
No, so anyone in the live right now, I will challenge you. If you
Yeah.
have not seen this film,
Yeah,
right?
there you go.
I
That's
want
right.
you to put it in the chat before the end credits roll.
We'll see who puts it in the chat first.
Who am I voice acting? Who is
Yeah.
I? In
What
the
character
video?
did you play in this as it's playing?
If you can guess this right,
Yeah.
they will be surprised.
We don't have to wait to the very, very end of
No,
it.
you don't want
before-
to, because then the credits roll and then it'll tell you exactly who it was, and you can't.
Well, you can't fast forward either. So you
Right.
Got to
So-
watch it in real time.
Right. Yeah, because there's the film score, even the end credits is music. That
All
I
right,
made
so
in it.
everybody in chat, hope you're ready.
Hope you're ready, everyone in the chat.
Here goes.
This is X64 Graphics, Spider-Man Vigilance.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you even know what you stole here?
I know what I'm doing, okay? Just drive. Pizza time.
My God, you're late. I'm not paying for that.
It is clear that Oscorp is going in the wrong direction, allowing multiple military conglomerates to be a part of their board of directors.
See ya, Mr. Aziz.
Hey, Peter, what's going on, man? Missed you, buddy.
Harry, doing good, man. Missed you.
I'll be right with you. Actually, you know what? I got some stuff to show you guys. You guys should follow me.
Hey, Miles, what's up?
AOP, you might want to go watch Harry. He got a hold of his dad's toys, if you know what I mean.
My dad calls this the glider. It's a prototype model of some stuff he's working on at Oscorp.
Stealing from your dad now, Harry.
It's not stealing if your father owns Oscorp, Peter. Come on. Hey, whoa. Hey! What are you doing with that? Hey, get back here! What the Come back! Hey! Come back! Hey, what are you doing with that?
Harry, no!
This is pathetic.
I can explain. Last night
Cut the crap, Norman. You're out. The board's unanimous.
What? The glider is ready!
The glider's been stolen. Your son broke into the lab using your ID card. I'm sorry. You're out, Norman.
No! I started this company! Do you know how much I've sacrificed?
The images you're gonna see are disturbing. Harry Osborn has been found dead. Oscorp military equipment has been reported by eyewitnesses. Secondary fatality. However, we're unable to verify this report. We're gonna update you on the story throughout the day.
Whoa!
It's okay.
What's happening to me?
Look, this is gonna sound a little crazy, but I'm like you. We got bitten.
What bit us?
A spider. Now, what's interesting is what else was in there.
Hold up. What was that just shot out of your hands? Actually, how do I get down?
So, according to what I've read into, it's all instincts. Just relax.
All instincts, huh? Relax, okay?
So, like I was saying, it's all instincts, right? This tech works with your abilities and allows you to be one with the suit. Alright, take this mask and watch this.
Okay.
Just put it on and squeeze the lens. There you go. How's it feel?
This suit feels great. It fits perfect. Alright, so you gotta explain the wrist knot.
Dude, you cannot call it that. Alright, point and shoot your web, not wrist nut. You gotta remember, it's all instinct.
I'm Bryant Perez, and you're watching Joker Joker TV. Yes,
Nice.
yes, yes.
Hell
Man.
yeah. Yeah, we were talking about like that Spider-Man thing. I have to say, one of the things I noticed like in his work, like it's got that kind of like what do you call it? Like Blade Runner feel to me.
Oh yeah.
Like it glows in a certain way, and it's the cyberpunk,
You
and
hear
it's
that?
the all that. It's got, I really love that.
You hear that though?
Hear what?
Garrett? Because he
Is
X64.
Yeah, he's in there. I see him.
That's the look. One of the vibes and looks that he was definitely going for.
Yeah.
And when I see that, when he puts Blade Runner on and we watch it, you know what I mean? And it just seeps in, and I understood what he wanted
sonically as he was making the visuals. You know, we worked on it. I don't know how long on, but we worked on it, you know, in the mountains. We locked ourselves away from everyone and everything and just had fun.
Yeah,
and
yeah. I'd like to
you
know, maybe he could tell us in the chat, like, how long did it take you to make that? Because, I mean, that was a good 11-minute piece. Actually, 11:11. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
But, like, you know, that I know it takes a lot of
purpose.
time to do that stuff. What was he saying there?
Official posters based off Blade Runner poster.
Oh, nice, nice.
There it is. See?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let us know the process, X65.
Oh, and also, Dane, this is something for, Dane was saying earlier, it kind of looks like it's a game in a way that, like, this would be the storyline, and along the way you have, like, choose your adventure kind of, like, segments.
Oh, man.
You know?
You're already
and
talking
like,
things we got
so,
going
like,
on,
I was wondering, I mean, how long ago was this that he made that?
How long ago was this?
Like, and so, like,
Garrett?
you know, is he done with that project, or is he going to be doing more too?
Oh, well, I can tell you that he's got plans.
Yeah, I know he's got a lot of
plans
plans.
to bridge things.
I know it's like to have
Yep.
a lot of plans.
And continue with
Yeah.
stories. And then, of course, all while starting to make the switch
Yeah,
and
yeah.
progression to Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah.
So now, you know, he's got minimum. I know he's doing stuff for other projects and other people too. He may be even commissioned. So I'm not sure if he is still or not, but he may be doing commissions. There it is.
Oh,
about
yeah.
a year entirely by himself.
About a year. Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
But yeah, we got, you know, he's got a lot of projects coming on. If you check out his check him out, you know, on Instagram, you'll be able to see, you know, a lot. He's got a couple clips out where kind of preview some of his upcoming things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
cool.
Yeah, you'll see, you'll like what he's got going on.
Oh,
and
yeah,
of course,
check that channel out.
You know, he's holding it down with me. He's been doing a lot of good things, and you know, he's amazing. So,
oh yeah.
Well, I gotta say again, I am so happy to be here. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Slayla killed this makeup, so I'm gonna go ahead and go straight to a tattoo shop, and this is the
permanent
look now.
face.
This
Permanent.
is permanent face, because I mean, look at
Permanent
this. I mean, it's beautiful.
Well, let's bring up some flyers on what's going on around town this weekend.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see
we
what we
got a
got going
couple.
on in the locals while we're using the vocal.
Yeah, remind everybody that, what time is it right now? If you leave your house right now and you head over to the Star Bar, you're going to catch this show, and it's going to be badass because this is some heavy-ass bands. Like, this is stoner metal heaven.
Yep.
Go to
That's
this
dope.
show.
Tonight
It's
is
going to
all
be
those.
awesome, yeah.
And then we got the
We played the
51st
show with Victory Hands. It was Rat Babies, my band, Unis Mundus.
At the
Mundus or whatever.
Where was it?
And Sine and Victory Hands. We played a show together.
Nice.
They're awesome, man.
Nice,
so good.
nice. Yeah, I think I saw a little bit of the clips up there, and then now.
So this is the Nathan show that he's going to be at tomorrow.
Yep.
40
51st
watt.
jokes at the 40 watt.
Yep.
So I'll make it there. What else we got?
Let's see what's next. I can't see it from
we
here.
Blow it up a little. Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful graphic. 3 exits to Hattiesburg with city playground and parking garage. Oh, parking garage.
Yeah.
I remember we played them on the co-host, I believe, when I was co-hosting. I think we played like 2 of the videos.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. I remember seeing an Instagram post. They were kind of mentioning that they were very thankful for everything that happened, you know, in the year, and it was just really good post, really heartfelt.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Parking Garage. What else we got?
That's going to be a good show. That's the coffee shop Bouvet over there by the tracks. Oh yeah, so got another little loops. She's going to be doing the
workshop.
Small Talk Big Show. It's like a late night talk show that's hosted by Matt House.
Yep.
Featuring Libaloops.
Yep.
Kelly Petronas and Olive McKay.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
so-
Get it, Libaloops. Bogart Fest.
Oh, and then this.
What
Oh
is
my God. This I'm definitely gonna be making it out to this one. This is that place, Spaceball Bazaar. They sponsored us last year.
Okay.
And so we were talking about this for a while. They have this place out in Bogart that it's the little downtown area of Bogart, and it's just like this awesome place in the middle of like a bunch of just nothing other stuff. You know?
Very cool.
And so you got to go check it out. But JD Pincus is going to be there. And let's see, who else do we got? The original Hamsters, Marissa Leilani. That's I didn't know how to say that. Thanks. Hammerhead, and then of course JD Pincus, one of the members of the Butthole Surfers.
I love this.
I'm really. Yeah, so this is going to be awesome.
Okay.
And it's like a BYOB kind of thing. It's they might even be grilling out or something there. It's a super cool spot. Like you got to check this out. Anyways,
these posters are making me antsy. I got to play a show like tonight.
Yeah, right.
Who's booking? Let's go.
Look at this cool poster.
Ooh, I want to go there.
So Cowboy Kerouac, I've got something video from them that we're going to be putting on the show soon.
Nice.
So I saw that they were doing a show this weekend. That's January 6th. That's Flickr. And then who else
What
is that?
else we got?
Henry Luther and the Cocaine Fairies from South Carolina. And then the Here Be Monsters Athens folk punk band. So really cool. And the Cowboy Kerouac and the Barebacks. That's what they're called. So
Nice.
yeah.
What else we got?
This is a show that definitely Rick should go out to, right?
What happened there?
There's
baby with
Chud
rabies
Baby
or something.
Chud Baby.
Chud Baby? Okay.
Chud Baby appearing on the first show of the year.
Wow.
It's Happy New Year, baby.
There was a surprise.
Happy New Year's, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the show.
Thank you
Our
so
first
much.
show of the year. Great job, Bryant. I have to say, fucking awesome takeover.
Thank you so much.
So,
I do have to, if you don't mind, I'd like to part with a few words.
Yeah. Do your thing.
Number 1, cardio. 2,
we should play
hot
that
dogs. 3,
hot dogs.
Fruity Pebbles. I love you all. This was the Bryant Perez Takeover. And you're watching Joker Joker TV.
And thanks, Nate Ball, for joining us.
Good night.
Appreciate it.
We love Yeah, exactly. And remember, they animate stuff so it's more of a personal.
I'll let Rebecca know.
It came up on the screen, so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
If we maybe could type in that Slayla and Rebecca are both winners because they both guessed. You know, one guessed the human, one guessed like the goblin version or whatever. Wait, are you able to type that in, Dave?
It's about to end.
Oh, okay. No worries. I'll message Rebecca.
Like any second now.
She knows. I'll let her know.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Well, he brought it up on the screen, so we
Wow, you guys
know.